Congratulations, class of 2020. This is Professor Katie Kent. What a privilege it has been to work with you these last 4 years, to teach you, to learn with and from you. I want to note all of your achievements, all of the novels, poems, theories, criticisms, films, manifestos, and so much more you've read and studied. All of this discussions in class, out of class, and this semester online. All the presentations, podcasts, creative work, papers, and so much more you have completed to earn your English major. I want to recognize your curiosity and your resilience, and all of that has brought you to this accomplishment. And as the world roils, as the poet Langston Hughes entreats, hold on to dreams. Take care and bravo.
Oh, hi, class of 2020. This is Peter Murphy in the English department. I have some evidence in front of me that indicates that this video will be a little blurry, but I assure you that's who it is, Peter Murphy in the English department. I hear you're graduating, so congratulations. You passed. We all passed. Many happy returns of the day. And I hope everything goes great for you from this moment forward.
Members of the class of 2020, warm greetings to all of you. This is Stephen Fix in the English department. It has been for me a privilege and a joy to share this community of learning with you. Thank you for all the talents and wisdom that you've contributed to our college. I look forward to the day when we can gather in person to celebrate your achievements. But for now, I'll simply send my good wishes using the words of this traditional Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warmly on your face and the rains fall softly on your fields.
I have been looking forward to the spring 2020 graduation since the end of my first semester working at Williams College. It was going to be the first one that I went to because so many students that I had in the fall semester of 2017 were sophomores and headed to graduating this month. And whenever I would think about it, I would feel so sad because this being my first job as a faculty member, I felt like I was learning and growing alongside everyone simultaneously as you were growing into being students, and I was, for the first time in my life, growing out of being one. And I think the kind of work I got to read, the kind of feelings, like felt knowledge that I got to witness, and just, I think the courage, the courageousness of every student that I got to work with has left such a deep impact on me. And I have always been like this, so afraid of losing and so afraid of goodbyes. But the thing that I have been learning over the last year is how important it is that we get to say goodbye so that I can see all the extraordinary things that you do out in the world as you grow out of being students too. And so I want to read this poem that you probably already know that my best friend in undergrad used to read to me all the time. And some of you, I think, maybe have even taken a class on this poet with Professor Hickok. It's called One Art by Elizabeth Bishop. The art of losing isn't hard to master. So many things seem filled with the intent to be lost that their loss is no disaster. Lose something every day, accept the fluster of lost door keys, the hour badly spent. The art of losing isn't hard to master. Then practice losing farther, losing faster. Places and names and where it was you meant to travel. None of these will bring disaster. I lost my mother's watch, and look, my last or next to last of 3 loved houses went. The art of losing isn't hard to master. I lost 2 cities, lovely ones, and vaster some realms I own, 2 rivers, a continent. I miss them, but it wasn't a disaster. Even losing you, the joking voice, a gesture I love, I shan't have lied. It's evident, the art of losing's not too hard to master, though it may look like, write it, like disaster. And yeah, so I guess I just want to say congratulations to the class of 2020. I know that you are all truly extraordinary, and these are extraordinary times. I can't wait to hear about and read about all the things that you do out in this big, strange, wonderful world.
A hearty congratulations to the class of 2020 from Bennington, Vermont.
Hi everyone, my name is Jessica Fisher. I wanted to record this brief video to congratulate all of our graduating seniors. I'm so proud of all of you, and it's been a real honor to work with many of you over the past 4 years. I'm sorry that I can't celebrate with you in person, but know that I'm thinking of you and wishing you all the best. This is, of course, an unprecedented time, and so I wanted to avoid also the plateaus of graduation wishes, and thought instead I would read a little poem that suggests that there is something that can't ever be taken from you. It's by Emily Dickinson, and it goes like this. The brain is wider than the sky, for put them side by side, the one the other will contain with ease, and you beside. The brain is deeper than the sea, for hold them blue to blue, the one the other will absorb as sponges buckets do. The brain is just the weight of God, for heft them pound for pound, and they will differ if they do, as syllable from sound. Congratulations again. Wishing you all the best.
Williams College Class of 2020. This is D.L. Smith. Congratulations. You have worked and played, stumbled, risen, and persisted. You endured toxic political blather. You survived social distancing, and since March, you've zoomed through everything. You've earned your Purple Hearts. Remember, Williams College is a special place. It is your place forever. No virus or politician can change that. The world needs your brains, your passion, and, yes, your Purple Hearts. As Carlos Santana urges us, live your light.
Hi, I'm Cassandra Cleghorn, Professor Cleghorn, and I just want to wish you the very best and all my fondest congratulations on your graduation from Williams during this very strange and challenging year. I wanted to leave you with just a few words from the great poet Audre Lorde from a short essay she wrote called Poetry is Not a Luxury, which is for many people, including myself, a piece of writing that I return to often. As we learn to bear the intimacy of scrutiny and to flourish within it, as we learn to use the products of that scrutiny for power within our living, those fears which rule our lives and form our silences begin to lose their control over us. So I hope you'll look up this essay if you don't know it already and read it and hold it close to you as you move through and into these really challenging and difficult times. And remember that these times are also an extraordinary opportunity for you to take everything that you've learned from us and everything that you've taught us and carry it forward. Bye.
Hello, class of 2020. I am so happy to be able to, send a message to you. I wish I were with you in person for your graduation. I haven't been with you this year, but many of you have been with me across international borders, through a pandemic, in the books that I've been teaching, and in this moment of incredible uprising and political change in our country. Those of you who have studied with me will know I don't normally talk like this. I've been screaming in the streets, and I hope you are too, if you're able or doing what you can to participate in a much needed revolution in our country, and as well finding space to grieve the violence against Black people that our schools, let's keep it on topic, have participated in. And I know so many of you have devoted huge portions of your education to undoing that violence and learning about its history. And I'm so proud of you for doing that. Above me on the shelf are all of the books that I read with many of you. And looking at these books reminds me of times that I spent discussing these ideas with you all and learning myself so much from your own first impulses and your more researched impulses and the projects that you held. And I want to also speak to the incredible social and emotional power of your class. More than any other group of students, those who are graduating this year in 2020 who I have relationships with either through Dively or through teaching or through campus activism, you really taught me more about love and community than any other group of students I've worked with, and I carry that with me every single day. I know it's sort of traditional for your literature professors to read something to you that is meaningful to them, and I couldn't pick something. So instead, I wanted to honor what has always been the most important form of thinking to me as a teacher and as a learner, which are your own thoughts and your own words. I think it would be a little bit psychotic to pause this video for 5 minutes. But for those of you who have the practice in your body of writing for 5 minutes at the beginning of a class with me or with another professor, I wanted to encourage you to pause this video wherever it is in the lineup and take 5 minutes and write about this moment that you're experiencing. And if you can't think of something to write, again, you may remember from courses with me, I would just say keep your pen moving. And if what that pen writes is, I can't think of anything to say, that's fine. If what it writes is, fuck white supremacy, well, that's great too. You're living through an incredible moment in history, and processing it and writing and revising your feelings through it is going to be one of your responsibilities as people moving into a world and seeking to help others, not just to understand this moment in history, but to participate in it and to shape it with your words and your ideas and everything that you've learned. In the 90s, when I was a teenager in the early 2000s, there was a lot going on around us, but the sense of my own sort of naive, potentially irresponsible peer group was that we didn't know what our struggle was. And thinking about that now, I'm embarrassed about it, but I also want to hold tenderly that younger person that I was, and to say that, you know, if you don't know what your struggle is, you can do the work to find it. One of the things that's so exciting and beautiful about the position that you find yourselves in this incredibly difficult time is that I think you know what your struggle is. And I believe in you guys more than I've ever believed before, in a group of people to go out and do good in the world and right the wrongs that they see around them in small ways and in big ways. I've gone on for quite a long time now, so I will just say goodbye. I couldn't be more proud of you. I can't wait to see what you do. Please keep in touch and tell me what you've been up to. Tell me what you've been reading. Tell me what you've been writing and making. And I'm honored to have met you. Thanks for making my years at Williams beautiful.
Congratulations, class of 2020. Good luck.
Hi, greetings to the Corona class of 2020 from a member of the Orwell class of 1984. I really wish we could all be here together for this event. And but I do want to congratulate you all for your amazing work and for getting through this tough period and for graduating. And best of luck in all your future endeavors. And come back and see us sometime. Thank you.
I'm Karen Shepard.
And I'm Jim Shepard.
And we want to congratulate you, the Williams class of 2020, on all you've achieved in the face of some pretty unprecedented obstacles.
Like most everything else under the new regime of COVID-19, most of what was already present and problematic in our world has been exacerbated. And the uncertainties facing you are no exception.
Like most crises, the virus has revealed what was already there, in starker terms, and that seems to both raise the stakes for and contribute to that uncertainty.
But that realization should be simply sobering, not paralyzing, and since the trick may be not to avoid uncertainty, but try to develop the skills to manage it. So, we send you our congratulations on all you've already managed, with panache, as well as our hope that you continue to nurture the skills necessary to read and react to the unexpected and to take care of yourselves and others. Congratulations, class of 2020.
Congratulations again.
Big congratulations to the English majors of 2020. So look, I just wanted to say, whenever book you're embarrassed about not having read when you were here, you can stop being embarrassed. Whatever book that is, I can guarantee you that there is somebody who has taught you who has not read it either. There is no book that we have all read. I haven't read The Great Gatsby. I have no plans to read The Great Gatsby. The great thing going forward is that you can read exactly what you want to read. There is no more assigned reading. So let the embarrassment go. And that missing classic, let it be the gap that in some small way defines you. Let it be your gap. You don't have to fill it in. Happy reading.
Hi, Williams College English Majors Class of 2020. I'm Gage McQueenie, and wishing you a very best graduation and congratulations. This isn't exactly how anybody imagined we would be doing this, and it's not how anybody would want to be doing this, rather than gathering together and getting to celebrate you in person. One of the great pleasures of graduation for me is always, of course, meeting people's parents and their siblings and their grandparents, their extended family, and seeing exactly where they came from. That will have to wait for another time, but I will look forward to doing that in the future when we, each of us dispersed around the globe, can look forward to a time when we will be able to gather again, and to know that this place, Williams College and the English department, is your place, and it will always be open to you. And we will always find ways to create new forms of community, no matter what the circumstances. I've been thinking a little bit about what kinds of words anyone could say to you all as you head off into this really challenging world, and that's not new. Wondering what to say to you as you head out into the world. But one thing I've been thinking about is, I teach the 19th century novel quite a bit. It's something you have the fortune and misfortune of knowing. And one of the things that I've started to emphasize in that class and think about in that class is the ways in which 19th century novels, they're these encompassing little worlds, right? And they always let you know that they're worlds. You have a strong sense of them as recording history, as recording the ways of living and being together in the 19th century, but also the sense of themselves as made, and the world itself as a kind of artifact. And in that sense, worlds are made, if we know that, we also know that they can be remade. And so in that, the novel teaches us that there's a possibility that our own world might be different, no matter under what regime, under what administration, that the novel might not help us not only to know our own world better, but how to conjure new ones as well, to bring us to the possibilities and potentialities we might not otherwise be capable of imagining without the novel. So those are my words. Those are my words to you. Please stay in touch. I will miss all of you, and I'm wishing you the best and sending light and love to you on this day. Congratulations.
Hi, everyone. This is Bernie Ree. It's Wednesday, June 3rd, as I record this video, which means it's been a little over a week since the protests in the wake of the murder of George Floyd have been going on, rocking our cities, rocking our world. The air is filled with sadness, grief, rage, fear, confusion. There's a lot. It's an intense time. And I just want to acknowledge that as I also offer you congratulations and happiness, because, I mean, how can we not but be filled with profoundly mixed emotions and feelings at a time like this? The difficulties, the pain, the anger, the sadness, the fear, that all needs to be acknowledged. But I hope also that you give yourself space and permission to feel deeply the joy and happiness that I hope also is part of your experience right now, because you've made it. You've graduated from Williams. It's not an easy thing to do. This place is hard in so many ways. And I'm not just talking about the work, right? And you've made it. So I'm so happy for you. I'm really, really, truly happy for you. So I feel, as I'm sure you feel, all the heaviness of this moment in history. And that's okay. But I also feel in my heart a profound happiness and joy for you, for being here on the threshold of the future of your life, having come through this difficult, if also beautiful place that is Williams College, having succeeded, graduated. You are now alums. So I want to offer my happiness from my heart, my congratulations, and also my thanks and my gratitude. Because when I said this place is hard, I mean, it's hard for all of us. And those of you who know me well know that, I've had my own ambivalence about teaching here. And it's been difficult in different ways. But the one thing I know is that teaching you all is what makes it worth it. So, thank you for just being who you are, especially the students I've taught in my classes, but also all the students I've just said hello to or had conversations with who've not been in my classes, and just all of you who I've seen around campus. So thank you for just being the amazing human beings that you are, and for making the work I do here at Williams as a teacher, a mentor, just a person meaningful. Because meaning emerges in community. So thank you for being part of this community with me, with my colleagues, with all of us here. You have helped make Williams the special place it is. And a place where, as conflicted as I can sometimes feel about this place, where I also feel at home, in large part because you all have been here sharing this adventure with me. So thank you. The future is so uncertain and scary, but also, for me, hopeful. Again, because of you. Because I know who you are and what you're capable of, which may be more than you yourselves even think you're capable of. This is just the beginning of a long and I hope rich life for all of you. And just as I end these meandering words of of goodbye and gratitude and congratulations, let me just say that I wish for all of you happiness, joy, meaning, peace, safety, health, and I wish for all of you lives that are as much as possible free from suffering. Take care, everyone. And I hate the fact that I'm having to do this on a video, and I hope a year from now I can do this again with many of you, all of you, in person. But for now, take good care, everyone. Goodbye.